O'Reilly Factor.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Is It Legal segment tonight. 3 hot topics, beginning with Perez Hilton. As you know, he's the guy who asked Miss California about gay marriage and then severely criticized her, mocked her, after she stuck up for traditional marriage. Well, it seems somebody physically assaulted Mr. Perez in Canada, and here's what he says happened.
Violence is never the answer. And I would never make something like this up or try to use something like this for press because I don't need it. And I don't need anything that happened. And you know what? I may not do something that makes everyone happy or proud, but I would never hurt someone like that.
All right, so joining us now, attorney and Fox News analyst Lise Weil, author of the book Face of Betrayal, and attorney and Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly. So the Black Eyed Peas, right? That's a rock band.
Yes.
And the manager has been arrested.
Yes.
The Peas manager.
Yes.
For punching this guy in the nose?
Right, but the manager was really just coming to the defense of the main guy that Perez Hilton was having the altercation with, who was a rocker in the Black Eyed Peas called will.i.am. will.i.am and Perez had a dust-up in Toronto.
About what? Do we know?
Perez had been critical of the band's new album.
Ooh.
And
Is that will.i.am?
will.i.am.
Right,
he said, "Don't disrespect us." And Perez Hilton said, "I will disrespect you if I don't like your work, etc., etc." And then he called will.i.am a gay slur that begins with the letter
Perez
F.
did.
Perez did.
This is all allegedly. We weren't there.
No, it's according to Perez and according to the other side, that he used this gay slur to refer to him because they were getting in each other's face, and Perez says he wanted to incite the guy. He was ticked off, so he called him this F word. That's a gay slur, and he got a punch in the face from will.i.am's manager. That's how it went down.
The guy Molina?
Molina.
And what's Molina been charged with?
I think it's assault in Toronto.
Now, if somebody punches somebody in the face, Will, I don't think this society takes that all that seriously, right? I mean, every time I see an assault case like this,
right,
you can plea it down to nothing. Sometimes there's a civil suit, but you got to throw damages and all that. So you can punch somebody in the society unless you're a rich guy, then you're going to get it. But if you're, you know.
Well, and look at Perez. You just saw him. And does he look like he's bleeding? And you know he's
didn't
not
look
bleeding.
like he got hit.
And what he does,
what
he does, please, what he does after he's punched allegedly and all this happens. No, does he get out? Does he call the cops? Does he run to the hospital? No, he gets on the tweeter and starts tweeting people. His
telling
friends.
Everybody got punched.
Well, yeah, I spoke with.
Well, then how did the cops know about it then?
Well, they finally got there.
The Canadian police.
Right, they finally got there. But who
called them?
He did after a while.
After he twittered.
After he twittered and tweeted. But then
well, this is good publicity for them.
I spoke with his lawyer today, and the lawyer said... I spoke with Perez's lawyer today. And I said, you have actually seen this guy? He says, no. Did he go to the hospital? I don't know. I said...
well, what are they going to do, sue the guy?
I said, well, let me finish. I said, are there injuries? I'm not sure. I said, you're going to sue? He said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Going to sue?
They're going to sue. And that's the problem. Listen, you don't have the right to lay hands on somebody.
Right.
It is a criminal act to assault somebody by punching them in the face. However, as for the criminal suit, what jury in the world is going to be sympathetic to this guy?
The Canadian probably, they'll just drop it, but it'll take it up in a civil suit.
In a civil suit, this guy all but ruined Miss California, right? Or tried to. Didn't wind up successful.
But again...
But over what? Because she opposed gay marriage.
Hold it, Kelly.
With a gay slur.
Hold it. Violence, and I'm saying this seriously, even if that happens, that's no excuse.
That's what I say, but as for a civil suit, you need to convince a jury that you're an empathetic character.
And that you've been damaged.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't care what happens anyway. Now, in another assault case...
Okay, then.
Yeah, I don't care. In another assault case, this guy, Chris Brown, gets no jail time for, now this is much more serious, beating up Rihanna, a 19-year-old girlfriend, singer, and he gets nothing. Come on, what is this?
It's absolutely disgusting. I mean, here, the scene is that he's in a car with her. They're on the way to an event. She's trapped in the car with him. He starts punching her and punching her and punching her again. You've seen the pictures of her. Her face is completely
So what should he have gotten,
up.
Will?
Well, I looked at other cases in California for first-time offenders in assault cases, which is exactly what he pled to. They got as little as 3 months and as much as 2 years in the cases I found. He should have gotten at least that.
So he's getting favorable treatment, Kelly.
No, he's not. I looked at those exact same cases, and in all of those cases, by the way, they were not all first-time offenders, but in all of those cases, there were multiple victims, and the injuries were lasting.
No, and
yes, they were. The injuries were much more serious than they were here.
And on multiple victims.
No,
Kelly, wait a minute.
Megan is
I've got it too, and you're wrong.
Ladies. So, Kelly, you're telling me he shouldn't have gone to jail?
I think he should have gone to jail for at least
how
3 to
long?
6 months.
3 to 6.
But that's me. Let me tell you what I think. Number one, the courts do not take domestic violence seriously enough. They don't take violence against women seriously enough. But number two, they didn't treat this particular offender any less harshly than they treat others.
So across the board in California, domestic battery is not taken seriously enough to send the guy who does it to jail.
No, this sentence was not light based on the other.
But that's not right.
Let me finish my point. It wasn't light based on other similar offenders who have done the same thing that Chris Brown did.
And what do you say?
I completely disagree. It was light based on similar offenders who've done the similar kind of thing, but it's light.
It's not true.
How can I possibly know? I can't know.
Well, but
I just want to recap.
Is change the law in California. Too light.
You're crazy, and you say she's crazy. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. $4 million they get.
Yeah.
$4 million for two of them from Ecuador, right?
Right.
So now they go buy a big house in Ecuador.
Well, no. Then now they're going to take care of their medical injuries, which
Who pays the $4 million to them?
The companies that employed them. And who has a problem with that? It is against the law to hire illegals in New York State.
I don't have a problem with it.
You break the law as an employer, and then your employee, your illegal employee gets hurt, you pay. Too bad.
A jury awarded them this?
No, they settled.
They settled.
They knew they were going to get hit.
It was a settlement, and you know why? Because the companies said, we're going to settle this. We don't want this to go to a jury because the jury is going to find. You know, I don't know. It was three
different companies.
Construction companies.
Yeah, construction companies. B-Way Realty Company was one of them.
All right, I got to go because we're up against the computer. All right, I don't have any beef with that either. In a moment, Great American Culture Quiz Bad Girl Edition. We just saw two bad girls. Viewer warning. Right back.
The president